If you work in QA, you already know the frustration. You're stuck waiting for the dev team to wrap up before test case writing can even begin. By the time you start, requirements have moved on, the schedule has tightened, and you're scrambling to write tests at the 11th hour. Walnut AI changes that. It builds complete test scenarios straight from a recording of your requirements conversation, even before developers touch a single line of code. So once the build is ready, your test cases are already waiting, set to go. In this episode, we'll walk through the whole process, starting with turning a recorded requirements meeting into test cases, then executing them, monitoring progress at each step, and pulling together the final report. The input we're using is a recording of a requirements discussion session for an order management and point-of-sale system for a retail business. It covers the full product catalog module, creating products with SKU, barcode, GST rate, category, pricing, and e-commerce attributes. It's a real-world document with real complexity, exactly the kind of input where manually writing test cases would take days. Let's upload it into Intelligence Hub and see what comes out. Go to Intelligence Hub, click the link icon in the input bar, and from the drop-down, choose Audio or Video Upload. Upload the requirements discussion recording. Now, switch the tab to Test Cases before generating. Click Generate. Walnut AI listens through the entire recording, understands the functional requirements being discussed, and generates full coverage test scenarios represented as structured manual test cases. It doesn't just generate happy path tests. It covers positive scenarios, negative scenarios, edge cases, boundary validations, and status transition checks, the complete picture of what needs to be tested. Let's look at one of the generated test cases. This one is titled Batch Inventory Status, Automatically Updates After Expiry Date Adjustment. The description reads, verify that when an expired batch's expiry date is adjusted to a future date, the stock status automatically updates from expired to in stock in the batch inventory table without requiring a manual page refresh. The precondition is set, the admin user is logged in, has navigated to the batch inventory module URL. The test case has 12 steps, structured cleanly across 3 phases. Steps 1 and 2 are the setup, navigate to the batch inventory page, and verify that at least one batch row is showing expired status before any adjustment is made. This confirms the precondition is actually in place before we touch anything. Steps 3 through 9 are the action sequence. Click the Adjust Date button on the expired batch, verify the Adjust Expiry Date modal opens and is ready for input, clear the existing date field, and enter the new future expiry date. Click Save. The system processes the update, a success toast appears confirming the change, and the modal closes automatically. Steps 10 through 12 are the verification block, and this is where the core behavior being tested gets confirmed. The batch row that was previously showing expired now shows in stock, without any page refresh having happened. The expired status label is no longer visible for that batch, and the table now displays the updated future expiry date against that row. The expected outcome, after adjusting the expiry date to a future date, the batch status changes from expired to in stock dynamically in the table. That's 12 focused steps, testing one specific and critical system behavior, real-time status transition without a page reload, generated directly from a conversation recording. Select the test cases you want to keep and click Save. They land directly in the Test Cases module, clearly structured. Open the Test Cases section from the navigation, and you'll see them sitting in the list, ready to be opened. Click any test case to open its detailed view. At the very top, you'll see the test case ID, TC_AAFB_116, and the full name, Batch Inventory Status, automatically updates after expiry date adjustment. Across the top bar, you have 5 tabs: Chat with Buddy, Test Data, Parameters, History, and Report. We'll come back to each of these. Below that is a collapsible test case information section displaying the test case metadata, status, priority, and linked requirements. To link a requirement, simply select the desired requirement from the Requirements dropdown. Then the main working area, the test steps editor. You can see it shows 12 steps in this test case. To add a new step manually, click the orange Add Step button. On the right of the same bar are Save, Run, and Debug. Each step in the editor follows the same layout. A globe icon on the left indicating the step type. In this example, it is Web, a checkbox, a drag handle to reorder, then a small icon showing what kind of action it is, Navigate, Verify, or Click. Now let's look at the top bar tabs. Chat with Buddy is your AI assistant for this test case. Use it to heal your steps, generate test data, or execute the entire test case. Test data shows all parameterized values. In this case, the application URL, module URL, user role, and the future expiry date of June 30th, 2027. Parameters gives you a view of all the variables referenced across the steps. History is a full audit trail. Who created it, every modification made, what changed, and when. Report shows the execution history, every time this test case has been run, and what the result was. When you're ready to execute, click Run. Click Run, set the execution type to manual, and the execution screen opens. At the top, you'll see the progress tracker. 0 of 12 steps completed. 0 passed, 0 failed, 0 skipped, 12 pending, 0%. This is your live scoreboard for the entire execution. It updates in real time as you work through the steps. Below that is the step-by-step execution table. Each row shows the step number, step description, expected result, an actual result field for you to type into, a status dropdown, a duration field, and an attachments column. Let's walk through the steps. Step 1. Navigate to the batch inventory page at $open brace application _URL close brace /batch inventory. The page loads with all batch records visible, including at least one with expired status. Type your actual result. Successfully navigated to the batch inventory page. The page loaded correctly and displayed all available batch records, including at least one batch with expired status. Mark it passed. Step 2. Verify the expired status label is visible in the batch list. At least one batch row shows expired status before any adjustment. Type, verified that at least one batch record displayed the expired status before making any changes. Mark it passed. Attach a screenshot here. This captures the before state, which is critical evidence for this particular test. Step 3. Click the Adjust Date button on the expired batch. Here's where the actual behavior diverges from expectation. There is no Adjust Date button on the expired batch. Instead, an Edit Details button is available. Since the expected control doesn't exist, this step fails. Type, failed. The application does not display an Adjust Date button. Instead, an Edit Details button is available for the expired batch, so the expected control could not be found. Mark it failed. Attach a screenshot showing the batch row's available actions as evidence of the missing control. Step 4. Verify the Adjust Expiry Date modal is visible and ready for input. Since you proceeded using the Edit Details button as a workaround, type, the expiry date edit modal opened after selecting the available Edit Details option and was ready for input. Mark it passed. Step 5. Clear the expiry date input field. Type, the existing expiry date was successfully cleared from the input field. Mark it passed. Step 6. Enter the new future expiry date, June 30th, 2027, in the expiry date field. Type, the new future expiry date was entered successfully and displayed correctly in the input field. Mark it passed. Attach a screenshot of the modal with the new date entered. This is your evidence that the correct date was input before saving. 6 steps in, 6 of 12 complete, 5 passed, 1 failed, 0 skipped, and 6 pending. The progress tracker updates accordingly. If a step fails, be specific in your actual result. Describe exactly what you observed versus what was expected. That detail is what gets captured in the report and makes it actionable for the development team. When every step is done, click Finish Execution. The report captures every test step along with the expected result, the tester's recorded actual result. execution status, stepwise execution time, any associated test data, and comments entered during execution, giving you complete visibility into the entire test run. If screenshots were attached during manual recording, they're automatically included in the report alongside the respective steps as supporting evidence for validation, defect reporting, and audits. If any step fails, the report clearly highlights the failure, making it easy to compare the expected and actual results and quickly identify the root cause. From the failed test step itself, you can directly raise a defect without leaving the report. The defect is automatically added to the action items section, allowing you to navigate there and track, manage, and follow up on all defects raised during execution from a single place. This streamlines defect reporting and improves collaboration with the development team. The report can also be exported as a professionally formatted PDF, making it easy to share execution results with developers, business stakeholders, auditors, or clients. This simplifies test reviews, sign-offs, compliance documentation, and release reporting. That's the full test case workflow in Walnut AI. Generate from a recording before development starts, refine with AI, execute step-by-step with live progress tracking, and export the report. No more waiting. No more last-minute test writing. The test coverage starts the moment the requirements discussion does. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and drop any questions in the comments.